Am I the only one that didn't know PewDiePie loves these games? I mean, who knew he had time between all those meme reviews? Hey everyone, it's PewDiePie here. Or should I say it's Nolan, but with a little bit of that Pewds flair. You know what I'm saying? Just without the 100 million subscribers. Anyway, today we're diving into a topic that's near and dear to all our hearts, the top 10 video games of all time. Or as I like to call it, the list of games that made me forget what sunlight looks like. We're talking about the games that made us rage, made us cry, and made us throw our controllers across the room, and made us question why we haven't showered in 3 days. Seriously, what's that smell? Get ready, bros, because this is going to be epic. Let's get started. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome content, or else I'll send a creeper to your house. Alright, first up, we gotta give it up for Breath of the Wild. This game, man, it's like they took the open world genre and just threw it off a cliff, then resurrected it as a freaking masterpiece. Like, who does that? You can literally climb anything, glide anywhere, and spend hours just messing around. It's like a playground for adults. Remember that time I spent an entire stream just trying to cook everything in the game? Good times. Good times. I think I became a virtual chef. This game is pure freedom, and it's a blast to explore every nook and cranny. It's like a never-ending vacation. Plus, the story is actually really good, which is a bonus for a Zelda game. Don't at me. Seriously, don't. Next up, we've got the OG platformer. The one that started it all, Super Mario Bros. The game that's older than your dad's dance moves. This game is like older than some of you watching this, but it still holds up. Just like your grandma's secret cookie recipe. It's simple, it's addictive, and let's be real, the music is an absolute banger. Seriously, it's more catchy than a cold in winter. I mean, who hasn't hummed along to that iconic theme song? If you haven't, are you even human? It's practically ingrained in our DNA at this point. Like knowing how to avoid stepping on a Lego. Super Mario Bros. Is a timeless classic that deserves all the praise it gets. And maybe a few extra lives. Okay, time for some serious RPG action with The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt. Get ready to lose your social life. This game is like a book come to life. If that book was filled with monsters, magic, and, some pretty intense romance options. 50 Shades of Geralt, anyone? Geralt is the ultimate badass, and the world CD Projekt Red created is just mind-blowing. Seriously, it's like they sprinkled magic dust on their keyboards, and don't even get me started on Gwent. It's like poker, but with more monsters and less money. I could lose hours playing that card game alone. It's seriously addicting. Who needs real friends when you have Gwent cards? The Witcher 3 is a must-play for any RPG fan. Just don't blame me if you forget to eat. Chapter 4. Minecraft. Building empires, one block at a time. Minecraft is the game that never gets old. Seriously, it's like the Benjamin Button of video games. I've been playing this game for years and I still find new things to do. It's like a never-ending buffet of blocks. It's the ultimate sandbox game where you can build anything you can imagine, even that dream house you can't afford in real life. Want to build a giant castle? Go for it. Just don't forget to invite the villagers to the housewarming party. Want to recreate the Death Star? Why not? The possibilities are endless. Just don't let Darth Vader catch you. Plus, the community is massive and constantly coming up with new mods and maps to keep things fresh. It's like having a million friends who all love blocks. Minecraft is more than just a game, it's a cultural phenomenon. And let's be honest, it's the only place where digging straight down is actually a good idea. Chapter 5. Tetris. Simple, addictive, and infuriatingly good. Tetris is a classic for a reason. It's so simple, yet so addictive. It's like the potato chips of video games. You can't have just one, it's the perfect game to pick up and play for a few minutes, or a few hours. Or until you forget what sunlight looks like. And let's be real, we've all had those moments where we're one line away from a Tetris and then, bam, game over. It's like the game knows when you're about to win and says, not today, buddy. It's enough to make you want to throw your controller at the wall, or out the window, or into another dimension. But hey, that's all part of the fun, right? Right? Or maybe we're all just a little bit masochistic. Anyway, Tetris is a true legend in the gaming world. And if you haven't played it yet, what are you waiting for? An L-shaped block to fit perfectly. Chapter 6. Grand Theft Auto 5. Welcome to Los Santos, baby. Grand Theft Auto V is just pure chaotic fun. It's like a sandbox for your wildest dreams and nightmares. The open world is massive and detailed, like a digital Disneyland for adults. The characters are memorable. Trevor, anyone. And let's be honest, Trevor is the kind of guy you'd want at your party, if you like chaos. The missions are always entertaining. It's like being in an action movie, minus the risk of actual jail time. Plus you can just cause mayhem in the city, which is always a good time. It's like therapy, but cheaper. I mean, who hasn't gone on a rampage in this game? It's practically a stress relief exercise. It's practically a rite of passage. If you haven't done it, are you even a gamer? GTA V is a must-play for any gamer looking for a good time. It's like the ultimate virtual playground. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a masterpiece. The world is breathtakingly beautiful. The story is emotionally gripping. And the characters are unforgettable. Arthur Morgan is one of the most well-developed video game protagonists ever, and his journey is both heartbreaking and inspiring. Red Dead 2 is more than just a game, it's an experience. And let's be honest, who hasn't tried to lasso a tree just to see what happens? Chapter 8. The Elder Scrolls v Skyrim, Fosroda. Skyrim is a game that needs no introduction. But I'll introduce it anyway. It's one of the most popular RPGs of all time, and for good reason. Dragons, anyone? The world is vast and immersive. Like a never-ending buffet of adventure. The character customization options are endless. You can even make a character that looks like your cat. And the modding community is insane. Seriously, they've turned this game into everything from Mario Kart to a dating sim. You can literally play this game for hundreds of hours and still not see everything it has to offer. It's like the Netflix of video games. Skyrim is the definition of an epic RPG. Just don't take an arrow to the knee. Chapter 9. Half-Life 2. Gordon Freeman, our silent savior. Half-Life 2 is a groundbreaking game that changed the way we think about first-person shooters. Seriously, it was so good. It made other games feel like they were still in the tutorial level. The physics were revolutionary for the time. The story was captivating. And let's be honest, it made us all feel like we needed a PhD in physics just to solve some of those puzzles. The atmosphere was incredibly immersive. I mean, who needs a vacation when you can just get lost in City 17? Plus, who could forget about that iconic crowbar? It's the only tool that makes you feel like a handyman and a hero at the same time. Half-Life 2 is a true classic that deserves all the praise it gets. And maybe a sequel? Just kidding, we all know Valve can't count to 3. Chapter 10. Dark Souls. Prepare to die. A lot. Dark Souls is not for the faint of heart, or for those who like their controllers in one piece. This game is notoriously difficult, but it's also incredibly rewarding. Kind of like finding the last slice of pizza in the fridge. The sense of accomplishment you get from finally defeating a boss after hours of trying is unmatched. It's like winning an argument on the internet. Plus, the world is incredibly detailed and atmospheric, and the lore is surprisingly deep. Deeper than your average Reddit thread. Dark Souls is a challenging but ultimately rewarding experience that will stay with you long after you've finished it. Just like that one embarrassing thing you did in high school. Outro until next time, bros. And remember, if you can't beat the game, just blame the controller. That's it for today, bros. If you enjoyed, give us a thumbs up or two if you have extra hands. Did your favorite game make the list? If not, don't rage quit just yet. Let me know in the comments below. And no, "Git good" is not a valid comment. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more awesome content. See you next time. And may your internet connection always be stable.